This is so special to me. I have a video uploading right now titled Metamorphosis. And the butterfly that was in my tiny home yesterday died because I didn't know whether it's in the window, so of course it wants out. But I didn't know if I should let it out or not. So I just went ahead and put her on stick figure, and she got back into the window and she died because of the condensation. So then this one shows up this afternoon. And I said, do you want me to put you out? So you're going to die anyway because you're going to freeze, but do you want to be outside? Make it plainly obvious. And she climbed on my finger. And so I just headed out the door. And because after I say make it plainly obvious, that's, I know that it's going to be done because it's always made plainly obvious after I ask. So I just headed out the door and I said, what tree do you want to be on? Do you want to be on this moss on this tree over here? And, she was still on my finger, and I went to put her on the moss, and she flew over and landed on me, and she won't leave. So yeah, that's pretty obvious, isn't it? My I have a sobriety birthday, a no drinking birthday coming up, January 8th. It'll be, I won't say yet. I'm not going to say yet if you don't know. I just want it to be a surprise. Anyway, so my sponsor when I was still going to AA, she was newly sober. Her sponsor found her on a bar stool with a hospital gown on, and they made a deal. I'll buy you a bottle if you go to treatment one more time. She had been to treatment a lot of times, and she was highly intelligent. She was a psychologist. I had free psychology for over 8 years. Anyway, so I learned so much from her. So she was grappling with, because she is highly intelligent, that makes sense with my dad too. She was really grappling with overthinking, a higher power. And so she went to a lake, and there was a butterfly on the opposite side of the lake. And she said, okay, if you, was it on the opposite side of the lake, or well, how could it be in the middle of the lake? Yeah, they're saying no. It was the opposite side of the lake. It wasn't that big. It was probably man-made or something, but she saw this monarch butterfly. Well, yeah, that's how too, is because, okay, I'm sorry, I'm butchering it. So she goes down to the lake and she's just like, okay, if there is a God, be that butterfly and fly over to me. And it immediately did. So, it flew around her, but it came right to her, made a beeline for her. And she never doubted after that at all. And she raised a whole bunch of kids, and she had more faith than anybody I had ever encountered. It was like she helped teach me how to have faith. Of course she did. It wasn't like she did. She taught me how to have faith. That was definitely one of the ways that another way that I've had faith is through oracle cards. Yeah, some would even say that they're evil, but how could they possibly be evil? Literally the first deck I ever had was all about God, and God is looking out for you, and don't feel alone, and you're headed in the right direction, and just highly encouraging, very loving, and no, don't go that way. Just I've always really needed basically several different mouthpieces for God, to speak to me. And having this human experience, of course, that's felt very imperative at times. Now, I like silence better than anything, so that's really where I hear the divine. And if ever I ask the ancients a question, or I say I'm praying, then I know to get very quiet and just listen. Because I've practiced having the thought dust settle, because the mind wants to get in there and pretend like it's, no, this really is God answering you. And although the answer does come through exactly like it comes through with thinking, it comes through very differently. Um, Ocean and Moonstar can definitely attest to that, because when an answer is coming through, it's just so clear. The reception is crystal clear. Yeah. So, okay, is there anything else? I feel it's incredibly important through this, the winter solstice. The energy can be quite intense. Major changes tend to happen around this energy. People have been in active labor for an incredibly long time, they're saying, and these energies really help really help them give birth to themselves, the new thems selves. But I really feel it's important to smudge and light candles and just take salt baths and be really good to ourselves, even when it's not a winter solstice. But the really, really good news is after today, if you don't know this, everybody probably already knows this, but here in Montana, it's pretty exciting because, after today, it'll be getting lighter. Even if it's just incrementally, it's still going to be getting lighter and lighter every day. Yeah, not lighter and lighter, but the length of light will get longer and longer. There we go. They're always fine-tuning the way I speak. I don't mind. They're all about a pristine vibration. They're saying that's all it is. And I was just like, wow, man, this is kind of grueling at first. This is grueling. I felt like they were constantly like correcting me. But that was even more useless ego identity shutting off. Because I can't even imagine the ancients showing me, oh, this is a much better way to say it vibrationally, and ever feeling annoyed by that. That had to have been the personal identity. The ego, the personal ego is a better word for it in that case, because it would be like, what? It would be offended by that somehow. A gift, such a gift from the divine. Yeah. So, okay. I think that's it for now. Did we say everything? The gentle leader for Doozer is a game changer. And that's what's happening in my life is game changers. For sure. Yes, that's it for now. Song with... Nope, I'm not saying that anymore. No, that's over. I'm not even saying it will be in the description box. I just did, but I'm not making that a habit either. I still love saying hello, beautiful beings, because that's what we are. But the other started feeling like a habit because I hadn't always just automatically done that. So I added it at one point, and that's fine that I did it for as long as I did, but I'm really bored with it. And so now for this time, what is it? I want to start saying something like Satsang with Mamaji and the Ancients. Make it plainly obvious if I should start saying that. We love you so much.